that's number one, Marion County Health Department. And I'd like to have Marty stand up and recognize her. She represents Marion County Health Department. And then we have the Rotary Club and Rotary Foundation. I'd like to have three of you, Eric, Jeff, and Tim, that represent really Rotary Foundation. Thank you. And so because of them, CCI today is vibrant, it's growing. We have a lot of energy. So it's because of them. So before I'm done, I'd like to call on both Tim and Jeff to come up here, and I'm going to come on up. These two gentlemen have been in our board, water director, for the last couple of years. But today's kind of a bittersweet day for us because they're both leaving us. Okay, Tim kind of left us. He retired in a lake house, so every day he's just drinking whatever, fishing. So, but he hasn't forgotten us. So Tim, his chin name, by the way, is Backpump. Backpump, the giver. Tim. And then Jeff, wonderful gentleman here. He's been the liaison for Rotary Club, Rotary Foundation to CCI for the last, I don't know how long now. He is a part of CCI. He is CCI. If you go to Chin Center to visit, most likely you're going to see him because he is a full-time resident and volunteer at CCI. And like Tim, he's going to be moving away soon. He's going to go to South Carolina, warmer weather, can't blame him. So we're going to be missing them. However, they're going to remain as distant board members as much as they can, and at least advisor to us. So I'd like to call on Tim before we go, and then Jeff to say a few words. But before we do that, I'd like to call on our Vice President and Billy, come up here, please, to. Yes. Julie, you want to join us, please? Okay. Julie, by the way, for a lot of who might not know her yet, she is our new executive director for CCI. So here she comes.
Steven's back.
Steven's here?
He's hiding back there. He's hiding in the back.
Oh, come on, Steven. I didn't see you. Yes. So this is basically our board of directors. We have board of management as well. There's a lot of us scattered around. So I'm not going to call on them anymore. A lot of them have to walk too far. But we have a wonderful board of management, mostly representative from churches. And then within that, we select board of directors who are kind of active group. On the left side, I want to introduce Stephen Santeng. He is our secretary, then Chung Bin Sakang, and he is a vice president. Mr. Kanpre, our assistant secretary, Billy Kang, Billy Lumpe, and he's our treasurer, and then Julie. So today, as our appreciation and a small farewell gift, we like to present Tim with a chin blanket. So that's the presentation there. and then for his Amy, his wife, who is not able to be here today. Without her agreement and her support, we wouldn't be able to have him all the time at the meetings and things like that. So we like to show appreciation for Amy as well. Okay. Tim, say a few words.
So
appreciate everybody being here. It's been a great honor and privilege for myself to be involved in the Chin community for the last few years. I got to meet a lot of great friends and extended family. I see that one of the patriarchs of the entire Chin community, Edward Thung Wong, is here, and it's a tremendous honor for him to be here. It's actually now in the room, there's 3 generations of Chin. So it's pretty exciting to see the community grow and the younger Chin families to get involved in the community and carrying the legacy on of the likes of K-Jack and the likes of Edward and those original Chin families that came to the United States. It's always amazing to me to see the community grow, but to also hear the legacy and why. And why would you come to Southport, Indiana from Burma? I understand why you'd want to flee, but out of all the places in the world to go, why did you select Southport in the south side of Indianapolis? But to hear the stories and the appreciation of the Hoosier culture. I grew up a Hoosier. I know what it's like to experience Hoosier hospitality. I've lived that. And to welcome people who may not look like you or speak like you or dress like you, but to say that you're welcome here, you're welcome as your family, you're welcome to participate in everything we love as being Indiana residents, as being Hoosiers. And so I hope that everybody has felt that at some level, at some time during the years that you've been here. And I hope that you continue, that's the message that you convey to others that want to come. And that's what I think that CCI has been so welcoming, that there's a lot of people that remigrate to Indianapolis from Battle Creek, where I'm at, or from Dallas. And it's just amazing that they end up there out of Burma or out of a refugee camp, and then they come back to Indianapolis and the south side, and that's how it grew from a few isolated families to today 30,000. And it's only going to grow. Councilman Paul, we're going to have Burmese council people in Indianapolis. We're going to have one of these days a Burmese mayor. We're going to have just people being involved in every level of civic life. And so we look forward to the day that there is a Chin governor in the state of Indiana. Maybe it'll be Peter's younger brother, John. John Thungman for governor is my message. So always great to have. So I just want to say humbly that it's been a great privilege of mine to be able to work with the community. Hopefully at some point I provided a little bit of help and assistance. And I don't believe that I've ever am worthy of the name that was given to me. I understand that name, so I am appreciative of it, and I do try to live up to that. So thank you for all that come. We look forward to the celebration. It's going to be a great 20 more years, 100 years, and it's been wonderful to meet everybody. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Tim, for a very nice remark. So, Jeff, before you speak, we will allow you to speak, but I've got a few more things to say. Jeff Lakes came into our life about 5 years ago with the Rotary Foundation. And at the time, he was asked to be a liaison with the Chin community of Indiana. In other words, Rotary Foundation wants to help us not only financially, but with human resource, experience, and guidance. I'm so happy to have known Jeff, and it's an honor for me to say today that he has touched so many lives, made so much impression on people, It's just amazing. I don't even know how to describe it. So our Chin community, if you've been to Chin Center, you know what I'm talking about. Jeff's there. If you are a business and have called on CCI, you've talked to Jeff. I'm quite sure. He's become our spokesperson to business world, any outside interaction. He's taken on the responsibility to represent us and did that very well so for the last couple of years. It is, like I said, kind of bittersweet day because as much as we loved him, as much as we needed him, and we enjoyed him, and we appreciate him, he's going to be leaving us soon. But we don't want to forget him like that. So today we'd like to give a small presentation to him, a small gift that every time he sees it, he'll remember us, and every time we see it, we'll remember him as one of the greatest contributors to the progress of CCI. So today, we'd like to present him with a little plaque. And let me read the plaque. With our deepest appreciation, we hereby honor Jeff Lake with his gift in recognition for your passion, with this gift in recognition for your passion, unconditional commitment, and enduring dedication to the people of our community. CCI, July 23rd, 2022. We are presenting him one, and we made a duplicate so that we may hang at CCI permanently.
Thank you, Peter. President Peter, as you know, and as you heard him speak about 5 minutes ago or so, he is the leader of the Chin community. And President Peter has been this leader for many, many years. And even though some of our terms may be ending next year sometime, we know that Peter and many of the people here behind me who I've worked with over the last 6 years will still be in support of everything that CCI does. And just interestingly enough, Peter used the word bittersweet. And as I've been thinking about today, I kept thinking about that word. Bitter maybe means bad. Sweet obviously means good. So for me, the bitter is I have gotten to know and work with alongside some great people, the board of directors, the board of management, the church leaders, the staff, and I really have to say this about the staff, because I get to see them quite often. They do a phenomenal job. They are so patient, so understanding. They see 45 or more people every day. And some of the conversations they get involved in on the phone can last an hour, hour and a half, and sometimes longer. It's a very difficult job. And so the staff really is, to me, in the backbone of the Chin community of Indiana. And so the bitter part for me, the bad part, is that I will miss seeing all these people on a regular basis when I move to South Carolina, hopefully at the end of September. But for the sweet part, and this will resonate with many of you, I'm sure, the first thing that comes is family. And so my daughter and my grandsons, who I'm very close to, are moving to South Carolina. And so therefore, I'm moving to South Carolina. Because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be able to see my grandsons and my daughter very often. And so we plan to move at the end of September. And we also plan to be about 10 or 15 minutes away. And so, on behalf of all of the board members, all the people in the Board of Management, all the church pastors, the staff, and everyone here, thank you for attending this birthday/anniversary celebration, because 20 years is a long time. And I've seen CCI through my eyes for 6 years. And I have seen how much it has grown in those 6 years. And so my hope is that, and I'm sure this will be true, that CCI will continue to grow and it will continue to be a vital source and provide unbelievable services to the Chink community. So congratulations on your 20-year anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, and also Jeff and